Today we'll be doing this poem, The Dolphins, right? Because this is prescribed for class 11. Now this poem, what does, let's first discuss the theme of the poem. This poem talks about the cruelty of humans towards animals, right? Humans are actually the cruelest of all creation. All the creatures which have been created by God. I told you earlier also that they are someone who are responsible for disturbing the natural equilibrium. And that is why we are facing whatever we are facing today. It is the return gift which nature has given, right? So now it's time to take the return gift from nature. So this poem also talks about the cruelty of animals towards dolphins, right? Dolphins is just an example. Actually, it talks about the cruelty of cruelty of humans towards animals, and how they are forced to lose their freedom. They are devoid of their freedom. Their freedom is snatched away from them, right? They are enslaved just for the entertainment of humans. We just use animals and other creatures and other creatures which have been made by God for our entertainment, just to please ourselves. There is it's not a necessity to enslave and to keep dolphins in a pool. It's not something which is required for our survival, but we do it. Why? Just because we feel very happy when these dolphins, they perform tricks like jumping from a hoop and putting the ball on the tip of their nose and dancing. So we like all these things. We enjoy without even considering the fact that how much torture that poor creature is undergoing. That poor creature has been removed from its natural habitat, right? Every creature is born free, and every creature has a right to be free till the time he lives, like humans. Just imagine ourselves, 2 months of lockdown, and we were going bonkers, almost mad, sitting at home, but still we don't realize the pain and the suffering of other creatures when we lock them down, when we snatch away their freedom. So this poem talks about this, and it also talks about the isolation and the nostalgia which the dolphins they feel, right? When they have been removed from their natural habitat, when they have been removed from the place where they were born and where they were supposed to live, right? They were born in the sea, they were born in the ocean, and they are supposed to be there only. But then they were taken away from that place, and now they are living in a small pool. So how the dolphin is feeling about it, right? How sad and depressed the dolphin is. So the entire poem has a depressing and a sad tone. Means the dolphin is not happy living in a pool. And the poem is in the form of a dramatic monologue. Now, what is a dramatic monologue? What is a monologue? Mono means one, right? Dialogue, what is a dialogue? When two people, they do the talking, right? One says something, then the other one replies, and then again the other person again says something. So that is a dialogue. Monologue means when only one person does all the talking. In Shakespeare, in Merchant of Venice, there were several monologues, especially the one with the one by Shylock, right? So a monologue is when only one person, who is normally not a poet, he does the talking, right? So in this poem, this poem is written from the perspective of a dolphin. So dolphin is someone who is expressing his grief, expressing the sorrow and the pain and suffering which the poor creature is undergoing in that pool after being removed from the ocean where it was born. This is clear? So this is the basic theme of the poem. The poem talks about these things. Now I'll first read the introduction of the poet. So now this is the these are the themes about which this poet Carol Ann Duffy she writes. She writes about her poems her poems address issues such as oppression, gender, and violence in an accessible language. So these are the themes which she deals with. In this poem also she has talked about the oppression which is meted out, the suffering and the pain of the dolphin. That has made them popular in schools. So that is why her poems are very popular in schools, because she writes about gender, oppression, and all these themes. The poem Dolphin. Now the last paragraph talks about the theme of the poem. So this is important. The poem Dolphin covers many themes regarding oppression and lack of freedom. It also broaches means to uh, open up some idea for discussion, means to start a discussion about something. So that is broaches ideas which have to do with animal welfare and treatment of animals. So animals is like welfare of animals is one of her major themes about which she has written a lot. The poem takes us into the world of dolphins, an endangered species. Now dolphin is an endangered species, so she wants to save this particular creature from becoming extinct. And who is responsible for this? Human interference is responsible for this particular creature becoming endangered, and asks us to look at the world from their perspective. So this poem is not written from the perspective of human beings, right? This poem has been written from the viewpoint of a dolphin. So dolphin is the protagonist here. Dolphin will talk about its feelings, its emotions, and all these things, and asks us to look at the world from their perspective. We are asked to understand how their imprisonment by humans affect them. The speaker, a dolphin, remember its previous life of freedom in the ocean and the sense of constriction and confinement that it now feels in the aquarium. So now the dolphin has been taken away from the ocean, and the dolphin is kept in a pool, in an aquarium, in a big, large size aquarium. And so how the dolphin is feeling, what pain she is undergoing. The poem appears to be a dramatic monologue in the voice of a dolphin. So the poem is a dramatic monologue. Means only one dolphin will do all the talking. So let's start with the poem. World is what you swim in, or dance, it is simple. So this, in the beginning, the dolphin is becoming very nostalgic. The dolphin is remembering about the past days, right, when it was in the ocean. So it says that this is what you call the world, where you get happiness, where you can dance freely, where you can swim freely. That is what anyone can call a world. That is what is the real meaning of world. Right? Just living and just surviving and just breathing, just being alive is not what you can call your world. Your world includes a place where you can be happy, where you can be free, where you can dance freely, where you can sing freely, where you can do whatever you want, where you can fulfill your heart's wish, where you can fulfill your heart's desire. So world is what you swim in. So world is a place. For a dolphin, the world is a place where it can swim freely, or it can dance according to its own will. Not dancing to someone's tune, not dancing when the whistle is blown by a man. That is not world. That is not freedom. That is confinement. Dolphin means freedom means when you can be free to do whatever you want. When you have been given a lot of space, when there is no one to restrict you or restrain you from expressing your happiness and expressing your feelings. So world is what you swim in or dance. It is simple. So this is the simple definition, simple conception of life, simple conception of happiness, that your world is the place where you can be free, where you can dance freely, where you can live freely. We are in our element, but we are not free. So immediately, now in the first line, the dolphin was thinking about its past, that when we were there, when we were in the ocean, we were singing, we were dancing, and we were free. So that was our world. We belonged to that place. A dolphin belongs to the sea, to the ocean. Dolphins don't belong to the aquarium. It is an artificial habitat. It has been made by man to enslave them. So we are in our element. Element here means water. So the dolphin says, at the present time also we are in our element. When we were in the sea, then also we were in water. In the aquarium or in the pool, here also we are in our element. Element here means water. Water is a basic requirement for a dolphin to survive. It cannot survive without water. So we are still in our element, but we are not free. But what is the difference in our lives as compared to when we were in the ocean? That now we are not free. Our movement is restricted. Right? We are here like slaves. We have been enslaved. Our freedom has been taken away from us. We are in our element, though we are still in water, but still we are not happy. And why we are not happy? Because we are not free. This is clear? Outside this world, you cannot breathe for long. And we are in our element because they will have to keep us in our element. We require water to live, water to survive, because outside this world means because outside water we cannot survive for long, right? Because if this basic element is taken away from us, then we cannot survive for a long period of time. We will die. So with this element, this essential requirement for our survival has been fulfilled by man, and we have been placed in water here also. But the difference is that the freedom has been taken away from us. Other has my shape. The other's movement forms my form. Now the dolphin is talking about its companion. Means there is not only one dolphin in a pool. There are other dolphins also in the pool who are also who have also met the same destiny, or who are also suffering in a similar manner. So now the dolphin is showing compassion towards the fellow dolphin, and it says, the other has my shape. I have another dolphin with me, and her shape is very similar to the shape of to the shape which I have. Means another dolphin is also there who resembles me, not only in physical appearance. In fate also, the other dolphin resembles me. In thoughts also, the other dolphin resembles me. In feelings also, the other dolphin resembles me. Means we are alike in thoughts, in feelings, in looks, and everything. Mean, see, the other dolphin must also be sad and depressed, be living in an aquarium. The other has my shape. So the other dolphin appears to be very similar to me, and the other's movement forms my thought. And the other one also moves in a similar manner, and I can understand her movements. I can understand the pain which my fellow dolphin is undergoing. So this shows that the dolphins have sympathy towards its species. Again, a comparison with the humans. Humans, they are not so sympathetic towards their fellow humans, right? But this dolphin, we seldom understand the pain and suffering of others. We are seldom empathetic towards others. But this dolphin, a dolphin who herself is undergoing a lot of pain and suffering, but still it can understand the pain of the other dolphin. Right? The other has my shape, the other's movement form my thoughts. So the other one is also, the thoughts of the other dolphin are very similar to my thoughts and also mine. So I'm concerned about the other dolphin. The problems and the sufferings of the other dolphin are also a part of my thoughts and my own. Means I'm thinking about my suffering as well as the suffering and the pain